welcome back to a Blu-ray and DVD this time update for my channel, my collection I guess. I haven't done these in a while, but there's been I think 2 this year, which is pretty good going considering, and I have a fairly moderate stack here. There's some massive cinema, some Arrow video, there's a SteelBook and some more. So yeah, let's get straight to it. I'll just put these down here. Now these three, first of all, I'm not sure if I've shown them before in a video. I'm pretty sure I haven't. If I have, feel free to let me know in the comments and tell me what the twat I am. But this one, well these three I guess are three interesting films. They're the Before trilogy, which isn't really its official term, but there are 3 films and they are a trilogy and they all have Before in the title. So we have first up on DVD, Before Sunrise, which is an amazing film, one of my all-time favorites. Then we have the sequel, Before Sunset, which is an amazing film, one of my all-time favorites. Then we have the third one, which is called Before Midnight, and well, it's an amazing film, one of my all-time favorites. Yeah, this is a perfect trilogy, an amazing series of films, and it is a crying shame that the first 2 are not available on Blu-ray yet. Criterion need to sort this shit out. They've already released Dazed and Confused and Slacker from Richard Linklater, who directed and wrote all these films, so they should get around to freeing up the rights. I know that they're kind of between different companies and things like that, like the Warner Brothers has released the first 2 on DVD. This one's from, well, this is a German company actually, because these are the German releases, unfortunately. So you've got these German age ratings, which are horrible. But with the Blu-ray, actually, I don't know why I haven't done it yet. If you open the cover up and you take the disc out, if you look on the inside, you can reverse the sleeve without the logo, which is interesting. But cool. You can't do that with the DVDs, unfortunately, but at least you have the option with the Blu-ray. Now these were actually bought like last year for my fiance's, well, for our anniversary of when we first got together, and she introduced me to these films, or at least to the first 2. At the time, because this one wasn't even out yet, it wasn't even made yet when we first met, and so yeah, it was kind of a special series to us, I think, and whenever I watch them I kind of think of her at the same time. So yeah, got these for her last November, so that's pretty cool, and she was really happy to have all of them and to own them. But yeah, good to have this one on Blu-ray, but these really need Blu-ray releases. Next up we have an underrated, underheard, underseen film, underrated film as well. And this is a Scandinavian release. Got this a while ago actually, and it is wait, I might have already shown this. May have already shown this. Do you know what? I think I've already shown this one. Have I shown this one? The Merry Gentleman? I have? Okay, we'll forget it. Next is another Blu-ray I got for my fiancée Connie. This is for her birthday this year, and it was the day of the eclipse, and so I thought it would be appropriate to get her Gravity 3D. We loved this film when we saw it in the cinema, and I'm interested to see how it's going to hold up watching it at home and not having the immersive experience. Probably won't watch the 3D version, you know, but it's just the one that was there in the shop and it was pretty cheap, so Gravity 3D. Glad to finally have that, although they've just released a new edition of it, the Diamond Lux version or some bullshit like that, where it's got more special features, but this one's got over 3 hours, or nearly 3 hours it says on the back. So yeah, Gravity is a great film. Enjoyed that a lot from 2013. This one I unbox in my 24-hour movie marathon 4, coming in May hopefully, and it is the US release of Birdman, which I'm really really happy to get. I don't know if you can see the sticker residue. Oh, this is the sticker residue. What an ordeal that was, and you'll hear more about that in the 24-hour movie marathon 4. But an amazing release for an amazing film. You got the red slipcover, the red Blu-ray case on the inside, and of course the slipcover itself actually opens up like so. Great release from America, and it is region free if you're wondering, so I definitely recommend picking it up if you're a fan of the film, which I was. And seeing as it came out in my neck of the woods this year, for me it's a 2015 release, so it's my favourite film of the year so far. And then we have possibly 2 of the best films ever made by the amazing, I mean, I think most people would consider him, you know, the best actor of all time, Jean-Claude Van Damme. We have Bloodsport and Time Cop. Wait. Forget that. Next up we have two from Arrow Video. Rollerball, which is I love this film. It's a really it's not an amazing film, but I really enjoy it at the same time. I saw it on TV late night. God, years ago, back when I used to actually check the TV listings to see like, oh, what's on, you know, the movie section at the beginning before it got to the day-by-day listings, and you could see what films are on at like late night and stuff. And I always saw this one called Rollerball, and it really interested me. And I think I watched Running Man around the same time, and it's not, well, it's some similarities, I guess, but it's, I'll read you the synopsis. In a corporate-controlled future, the world's nations have been disbanded, and conflict is a thing of the past, but blood continues to be shed on the tracks of Rollerball, a brutal contact sport which pits players in a battle of life and death. So again, you got kind of the futuristic dystopian kind of future society where, you know, crime has been, you know, completely taken out of the equation, but they still have this one thing where people could just go mental and kill each other, basically. Very similar to films like, I guess, Running Man in a way, Hunger Games almost. Well, not really, actually. Yeah, forget that reference. I guess Battle Royale. Oh, and of course the Purge films recently. So yeah, but I really enjoy this film, and I'm looking forward to watching it again. It's been probably about 15 years since I've seen it though, so maybe my nostalgia is kind of clouding my judgment. I'm not too sure, but another great release from Arrow that's just come out. Some great special features. Audio commentary with the director, audio commentary with the writer, interview with James Caan, who stars in the film. All sorts of stuff, a retrospective documentary, an original documentary from the time, trailers and all that kind of stuff, and a nice booklet. And of course with Arrow you have the reversible artwork, so you can get the original art on the front there. And this little postcard that comes with it, oh boy, it's teasing an upcoming Arrow Video release, Videodrome. I cannot wait for that one. Death to Videodrome, long live the new flesh. What a fucked up film that is, and I can't wait to see what Arrow does with that. So yeah, Rollerball, that's a recent release, and this one is coming out I think next week, and it is I guess a precursor to a film that you might know called Jackie Brown. It is Pam Grier in Coffee, which is I think the first film. It wasn't even a series really, but there was a sequel to this called Foxy Brown, which Arrow Video already released. Haven't seen this one yet. I've seen Foxy Brown, and it's a lot of fun. You know, just fun blaxploitation, and just Pam Grier is just kick-ass. So I look forward to watching this one. I'm sure it's going to be a lot of fun. And again, another top release from Arrow. You got loads of special features, an audio commentary with the writer-director Jack Hill, and a lot of his films have been released by Arrow. Spider Baby, Pit Stop, to name a couple. Of course, Foxy Brown. Pretty sure he did that. And yeah, there's a brand new interview with Pam Grier about Coffee, and the follow-up Foxy Brown. Video essay on blaxploitation, on the history and development of the genre itself, original theatrical trailer, and yeah, some other stuff, image gallery, and the booklet as well that you get with it. Take the postcard out so you can get a good look. Great artwork, just so 70s, it's unbelievable. And then of course we have the original poster artwork on the inside of the sleeve if you wish to flip it and reverse it. I'll be doing an unboxing of both this and Rollerball very soon, probably next week, so you can get a closer look at those, and I'll probably review them as well. Alright, so next we have a SteelBook, and after that it's a Masters of Cinema special, which is usually a running theme in these updates. This one, I did a trade with RazorwireReviews, so thanks a lot, man, for this trade. And he managed to pick this up in HMV back in the UK, which I cannot no longer access myself here in Norway. And this was, yeah, HMV exclusive SteelBook. And it's of the 2014 film Nightcrawler. Should we just open this now, actually? Yeah, I'll just open it now. I was going to do an unboxing video and wait until I could do that. And I will still do that, I guess, but I just had a sudden urge to kind of just have a proper look at it while we're talking about it on video here. So, get the cellophane off, take off the J-card. I love it when they have these and there's no stupid glue. And oh yeah, this is a thing of beauty, this really is. Now this has been very divisive. People love this SteelBook, people hate this SteelBook. I'm definitely in the love camp. Here you go, so take a closer look. I just love the artwork. It is so cool, so fit into the film. And if you can tell, I don't know, there's kind of spot gloss art, or whatever you call it. I'm no expert, but There's kind of just nice gloss touches like the camera lens and some of the shards that are breaking off. You see it up close. Can't really on camera, but yeah, and this is debossed as well, and so there's a really nice effect to the title. The spine there, Nightcrawler, and then the back, again, just more brilliant artwork, and there's more gloss on just these shards, which looks really cool. Let's open it up and have a look on the inside, and again, I just think that the inside artwork is fantastic. Just brilliant. It's one of those cases where the front, the back, and the inside to me are all like brilliant pieces of artwork that suit the film and look awesome. So, an amazing steelbook. Thanks again, Rothford, for working out this trade. Really glad I managed to get this steelbook because it looked awesome and it is awesome. Right, finally we have 5 Masters of Cinema Blu-rays, and these were part of a deal, and just ridiculous. Basically, I have 1 that has been out for, I think, years, and then 4 that have come out just recently, and the 4 recent ones were £5 each as part of this deal, which was ridiculous. So super happy, and just feel lucky to have these, really. The first one is F.W. Murnau's Taboo, story of the South Seas. Haven't checked this out yet. Haven't checked any of these out yet. No, I haven't. Big fan of F.W. Murnau, and this is one of his last films, if not his final film. Yeah, the lyrical final film and supreme masterpiece by the director of Nosferatu, Faust, and Sunrise. The last 2 of which are incredible 10 out of 10 films. So really looking forward to this. I know it's a very different kind of film, almost documentary style in a way, and concerns a Tahitian fisherman and his love for a young woman, and it's kind of like set in a kind of tropical place, and I think they just got real kind of, you know, kind of, what do you even call them? Just natives to this island, I guess. So it has a real kind of authentic feel to it, apparently. So I'm really looking forward to watching this eventually. How long is it? Only 86 minutes. I should watch that pretty soon, actually. But yeah, Taboo. Then we have an epic film. This is number 106 in the collection. I should say what Taboo was. Taboo is number 61, spine number 61 in the Massive Cinema series. This is spine number 106, and the film is 4 and I think a half, almost 5 hours long, 288 minutes. Les Miserables by Raymond Bernard, and this is I believe a French film. Yes, and it's from 1934, and it's again an epic length version of Les Miserables. I think it's the first, maybe the first film adaptation of the Victor Hugo novel, although I may be wrong, there might be a silent version, but this is at least, I think, the first sound version. But yeah, an epic 5-hour film. I'm all about epics, and so definitely looking forward to checking this out at some point in the distant future. It's going to be a while till I watch that one, but I do like to watch epic films all in one go if I can. Speaking of epics, we have another one here that is almost 3 hours long, and it's a silent film, and these are all silent films. This one is D.W. Griffith's Intolerance, Love Struggle Throughout the Ages. This is, I think, his follow-up to Birth of a Nation, or at least it came after that anyway, in 1916, yes. And yeah, this is another long one, and there's just an image of this I've seen so many times that just blows me away. It's this huge set that they built, and it just boggles my mind that you could make a set that big in 1916. You know, it would blow my mind if they built it today. It's this huge, unbelievable set, and I think this is basically kind of 3 different stories throughout different periods of time, kind of thing. So yeah, I'm looking forward to watching this one, but I think I'm going to watch Birth of a Nation first. In fact, yeah, I should probably just let the cat out of the bag. My silent movie marathon 2, I'll leave that flub in. We'll feature this and the next 2, along with a few other massive cinema releases. So you'll be able to hear my thoughts on that pretty soon, actually. The next one is a Douglas Fairbanks production, directed by Raoul Walsh, an Arabian Nights fantasy, The Thief of Baghdad. So excited to watch this one. Looks like such a fun fantasy adventure. Again, The Thief of Baghdad, what more do you need to know about it, really? And this one's another long one. It's yeah, 2.5 hours, and it just looks incredible. one of the most celebrated and influential spectacles of silent Hollywood, named one of the 10 best fantasy films of all time by the American Film Institute in 2008. So yeah, I'm a big fan of fantasy and spectacle, and so cannot wait to watch this one. And finally, to end out this this Blu-ray update, this is a Fritz Lang film, and it kind of completes, I think, thinking about it, yeah, this kind of completes kind of a whole section of Fritz Lang's filmography, which I'm really excited about owning now. It is Spion, or Spies. Now this was a bit controversial because the original cover for this was quite garish, and you'll see it here because they actually offered it on the reverse side. If you see the colour scheme there, people were really not keen on having that colour to the front cover. So I'm not sure if it was because of the backlash, but they changed it so that there was a reversible sleeve, which they don't normally do for massive cinema releases, and they had just the grey, black and white, monotone version, which I prefer. I prefer the way the spine looks against the shelf and stuff, so I've gone with that. And I think I prefer it. But yeah, Spion, it's from 1928, from Fritz Lang, and this is the only Fritz Lang film from the 20s and 30s I believe I haven't seen yet, so dying to check this out. And if I think about it, I think I have, what is it, there's Dr. Mabuse the Gambler, which I have, that's 1922, then there was Die Nibelungen in 1924, Metropolis in 1926, Spion in 1928, I believe Frère Raymond was 1929, and then we had M in, when was M? 1931, and then The Testament of Dr. Mabuse in 1933. So from 1922 to 1933 I now have all of Fritz Lang's films in a nice little block, over a decade of work in the massive cinema collection. And yeah, that's pretty damn cool to own films like this, bits of film history, as I always like to say. Again, it just blows my mind that films from like almost 100 years ago get the deluxe treatment on Blu-ray. So yeah, really happy with a lot of these massive cinema titles. There's also one more that I've got to mention, and it's because it was on the shelf. I also got Connie this for her birthday. It is Pacific Rim 3D. You got the kaiju, they called them in the film, the big robots that they drive, and you've got the cityscape and some of the water there. Not the best detail, obviously, but it's a cool little movie edition. In fact, I still have the box here that it came in, Pacific Rim 3D, so it has a nice backdrop if you display it inside the box, but Connie just wanted to have it on the shelf like that, which is cool. It is hers after all. And then on the back you have the discs inside. I think there's 3 Blu-rays, the 3D Blu-ray, the 2D Blu-ray, and a Blu-ray of special features. So there we go, I'm out of space on the and just like that, certain things on the shelf have changed. It's an hour later. The memory on my card ran out, so yeah, just want to say thanks for watching, hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you with the next video.
Really nice guy, he looks after his friends, he only chucks them about the place a couple of times on the weekend. Yeah, he's alright by me, apart from the fact he throws cans of Carlin into a tree. Yeah, he's really cool.